Okay, we'll come to question 5. Now, you may notice I've skipped question 4. Reason is because you all did question 4 excellently. It was an easy question, but you all got it right, so no need to go through that one. So on to question 5. And first part of question 5, you guys did really well, which was sort of putting the tree diagram together. So we said the probability he passes the first paper is 0.6. So the probability he fails the first paper is 0.4. Whenever he gains a pass in a paper, his confidence increases, so the probability of him passing the next paper increases by 0.1. So it's going to be 0.7, 0.3. Whenever he fails a paper, probability of him passing the next paper is 0.6. So he failed here 4, so that's going to be 0.6 and 0.4. The third one is going to be 0.8 and 0.2, but then he failed, so that's going to go back to 0.6, 0.4. Here he passed, is going to be 0.7 and 0.3, and here he's failed twice, so it's going to be 0.6 and 0.4. Now, you've got all 3 marks if you just did that, but I've told you many times, don't be lazy with your tree diagrams. Let's see your outcomes. PPP, PPF, PFP, PFF, FPP, FPF, FFP, and FFF. Okay, let's see those outcomes written down because it will help. Okay, so you've got 3 marks there for filling in the tree diagram correctly. Right, calculate the probability that Iqbal passes at least 2 of the papers he attempts. So the probability passing 2 is equal to, well, at least 2 means you can also pass 3. So the very first one, pass, that's all right. So it's going to be 0.6 times 0.7 times 0.8 plus this one is passing twice, 0.6 times 0.7 times 0.2 plus this one has him passing twice, 0.6 times 0.3 times 0.6. This one has him failing twice, so no good. This one has him passing twice. So plus 0.4 times 0.6 times 0.7. And the others have him not passing twice or more. So all we need to do is throw that into the calculator. 0.6 times 0.7 times 0.8 plus 0.6 times 0.7 times 0.2 plus 0.6 times 0.3 times 0.6 plus 0.4 times 0.6 times 0.7, and that is equal to 0.696 exactly. Okay, so easy 2 marks. So most of you got the 2 marks there. I think those of you that didn't, it was just carelessness rather than misunderstanding. But still, we want to avoid carelessness because we've got too many questions where we can't even gain entry into the question. Right, let me just delete this. Let's have a look at the part C. So let's just get rid of these ticks. Okay, pass. Pass, that's a pass. Okay, and that's a fail. Okay, so now what we've got to do is find the probability that Iqbal passes his 3rd paper given that he passed only 1 previous paper. So you guys did seem to cotton on to the fact that it's a conditional probability question. The probability of A given B is equal to the probability of A and B over the probability of B. Okay? Now you didn't get a mark for writing that, but you would have got a mark for then turning it into the context of the question. So we're saying the probability of passing 3rd, okay, given that he passed only one previous paper, so one of first two. Okay, and then say what that is. Okay, so we need if we just use the formula there, that's the probability of passing the third and passing one of first two over the probability of passing one of the first two. Okay, so now we've got to just change that into numbers. Okay, so we've got to pass the third one and pass only one of the first two. So that actually rules out this one, because although on this one we passed the third one, we passed two of the first two, so that doesn't make sense. This one's ruled out because we didn't pass the first one. This one is good, okay, because then we passed the third one and we passed one of the first two. Not this one because we didn't pass the third one. This one's okay because we passed the third one but didn't pass one of the first two. And the others are ruled out as well. Okay, so we basically got only two options. So that's 0.6 times 0.3 times 0.6 for PFP. And FPP is FPP 0.4 times 0.6 times 0.7 over the probability of passing one of the first two. So where have we passed one of the first two? Well, okay, so it's the two that we've already said, definitely. So I can write that underneath, 0.6 times 0.3 times 0.6. Sorry, this should be a plus, because it's that or that. Plus 0.4 times 0.6 times 0.7. But there was also two cases where we passed one of the first two, but then failed the third one. So that's... Let's just change colour so that we know what we're talking about here. That's that one and this one. So we've got to add them in. So that is as plus 0.6 times 0.3 times 0.4 plus 0.4 times 0.6 times 0.3. Okay, and if we whack all that into a calculator, let's just do that now. Let's do the numerator first. 0.6 times 0.3 times 0.6 plus 0.4 times 0.6 times 0.7 gives me a numerator of 69 over 250. Denominator will be that same value plus 0.6 times 0.3 times 0.4 plus 0.4 times 0.6 times 0.3, which is 21 over 50. Okay, so if I just times by 5, that's going to be 64 over 105. So 64 divided by 105 is equal to 0.61023 significant figures. Okay, let me know if